Jonno, what did you put in the tea at half time?
If I'm honest with you, I don't know what everyone else thought. I can only give you my opinion. You're asking my opinion, and I thought we did all right first half. I thought we played some decent stuff, some great link-up play around the box. Keeper made 2 brilliant saves. I thought we tried to walk it in a couple of times, and we was always susceptible. Everything that we talked about this week with Blyth is about sitting off the ball and counter-attacking it. It's exactly what they did with the goal and the one that was disallowed as well. So, believe it or not, we actually said, listen, more of the same, with a bit of intensity towards it, because I think that's what we lacked in the first half. I thought the tempo...
That was the key, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the tempo wasn't what it should have been. When a team sits off, you need to move the ball much quicker. And although we did it all right, we did okay, created 1 or 2 decent chances, the way we did it in the second half was what we're all about, really. It's how we train, it's what we do every single session. And I think when you get them type of players with that type of technical ability, that's always liable to happen. So, yeah, there was no major rowing at half time or anything like that. We all feel under pressure with what's happened earlier in the season. I think the way we bounced back with it over the last few games has been outstanding.
It's not a quiz question, but I can't remember the last time Chester scored 5 goals in a 45-minute period.
Certainly not under us. I think the last time someone scored 5.5 maybe have been Blyth at their place on our 3rd game. Dave will remember that. So yeah, no, we're blowing them away. You know, we've talked about it, Burns talked about it in his interviews, and we've been ridiculed a bit, and I understand why, saying that we've got a top team. It comes down on me and Burn, so we're going to get better, whether we're at the club or not. That team's going to keep getting better as it goes forward and plays more and more together. 2 more debuts, lads to come back from injury, and we keep talking about the light at the end of the tunnel and the way we're going to want to play going forward. We've seen it today, but that's got to, I'm not talking winning 5-1 or 5-0 or whatever. We've got to perform like that on a regular basis. It's no good putting that in and then not turning up next week or the week after that. So, really pleasing performance from individuals, but more importantly as a squad. I thought we were outstanding.
2 first goals for the club, Matty Williams and Jack Redshaw, but the goal that stood out to me was Anthony Dudley's. I thought it was an exquisite goal.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at him thinking, why is he running around the ball to kill? He's on his right foot, he's right-footed, but listen, Duds was also what he was doing in pre-season. He got COVID, it's took him a bit of time. He always carries a little bit of extra weight, does Duds. He's worked hard, but I think in the second half he's been unbelievable. A couple of turns, couple of positions he picked up, allowed us to get up the pitch, driving at the opposition, sliding the ball through, but his goal was beautiful, unbelievable. I thought Jack Redshaw's goal was a great finish. What a pass from JJ, by the way. Splitting the centre-backs. And he scored some good goals there. Detwick scored, had a good finish. Matty Williams, bullet header, and I know I'm forgetting the other one who scored the other one.
Wearing.
Yeah, I thought he was offside, to be honest, when he put that in. But we'd already made our mind up on the subs, so he scored and he's a little bit disappointed, but we had 1 or 2 tired legs out there after Tuesday night. George Waver's never started 3 games, and I don't think in his whole career in 7 days. James Horsfield was bowling a little bit, so it was good to get the players on the pitch, the subs on, and getting a performance out of them as well.
You've touched on it, but I made Dudley man of the match. I thought he was outstanding, particularly in the second half, but also in the first half. He was always trying to orchestrate, and in the second period he was outstanding.
Well, he had 2 good chances in the first half, didn't he? I think the keeper made 2 really good saves. I'd have backed him with the first one. I think he should have scored, and I think he knows that. And he's getting in good positions. So what he was doing in pre-season, what we talked about with Duds. What he lacks from his game is he doesn't have enough attempts at goal. You know, he scores the odd wonder goal, as we've seen there, but he should be having, a lot of visibility, 5 and 6 shots every single 90 minutes. And we've seen that today, we've seen a sign of it. I thought Gleno was unbelievable, driving us forward. The amount of times he pinched the ball and was rolling people in and getting in the box. Declan Weeks is a little magician. Paddy's getting back to his best. Bit of an imp. I don't want to do him a disservice by calling him an enforcer. He's a big, strong lad. He puts his foot in. He's got real quality on the ball as well. And I think there's a real good balance to that group. Again, I know we've had pointed that was about the balance of the squad, perhaps. But when you've had the amount of injuries we've had, of course there's going to be an imbalance. I think we've perhaps sorted that now with Jack coming in up tops against something totally different. The bit we got to the byline and cut back in, it's totally different to what we've got. Judah Ebo to come back into the group, so we've got a fantastic group of technical players, all different, pace, skillful, tactically very good, and we've got a good group there. That's why we've been so buoyant despite maybe the start without, because we know what we've got to come back yet. I think we've just shown a few signs of that today.
Looking forward to the FA Cup next week. You've got a nice problem now. Who do you pick?
Yeah, it's I can't tell you where we're doing it with what's happened over the last few years. Went to watch them last night. Physical side, some good players who've been at this level, Adam Boys and Kevin Burgess and the like. So we know exactly what they're going to be. We know how they're going to be up for it next week. We've been beaten a few times with these type of games, more than a few times to be honest, and everything this week now means we can channel everything onto that one game. No midweek game. Obviously Jack's cup side hopefully 1 or 2 back, as you said, from injury. Gives us a real problem, real headache. But we're going in there full of confidence. Unbeaten in 3, conceded 1 in 3, won our last 3 home games. I know we're away next week, but there's just a little bit of form starting to turn now. So really excited. It's a massive game for us next week. It's a really big game. We keep talking about this pressure thing, but again, there's a lot of pressure on us because the expectation in the cup. We want to be in that draw on the Monday, then going into the next game against Kettering, I think the week after. So really excited, in a good position now. But us in a good position in terms of confidence, building a little bit of momentum going forward.
They're no mugs. I mean, I was talking to a manager of a Northern Premier League club just this week, and he said South Shields are going to win that league. I won't say who it was publicly, but are going to win that league by a mile, he said. And Marsk, of course, beat South Shields.
Yeah, again, we've got the footage. Albie got us the footage for that game, and if I'm honest with you, South Shields had a lot of chances. They had a lot of chances in that game, and they should have really put the game to bed early doors. But these were a really resilient team. You have to look at the results in their league, and it reminds me of the games we actually had with Worksop and Royston, where they've been performing really well at their level and smashing sides out of sight. And I was actually a little bit gutted going watching the game last night. They scrapped a 1-0. They've got the world's biggest throw-in. Knocked me sick when I saw it, how far the lad threw it. But they've got tools all over the pitch. They've got weaponry all over the pitch, and I don't want to do them disservice just by saying that they're big and strong, because they're a little bit more than that. They've got some real quality within their group. And we've done our diligence. It's just about executing what we want to do this week in training and then putting it into practice next Saturday.
And you can savour tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. I'll be having a glass or 2 of the red stuff, I think, and enjoying it, because we've not had too many of them this season.
Jonno, enjoy.